Listen up, partners. This is Good, Bad, Ugly on World Improv Network.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Alex.
My name is Asa.
I'm Jim.
And we are your astute win counselors, get you through the week with any problems, any issues at all that you want addressed. And we're going to get to our first winner. Our first winner is Emily from Cincinnati, Ohio. And she writes, Dear Win, I'm a flatlander from the Midwest, but now live in Colorado. Any advice for making a ski trip for my Midwest friends a blast?
Yo, take that train from Union Station up to
Winter Park.
Winter Park. Yeah, the Winter Park train.
The ski train. I've never taken that. Have you taken that before, Ace?
Nope, but I remember my neighbor when I first moved to Denver, Colorado. His name is Henry. And I mean, I don't know. He might not be around
He's
anymore.
buried in his backyard and you have no idea.
I actually have all the idea. I know for sure. I can't reveal my secret. Anyway, he revealed a secret, which was the winter train, winter park train,
The ski train.
ski train. Yeah, check
Jim-
that out.
I would say the best way would be to not go, because skiing is expensive. It is painful.
Good point.
If you really want to recreate, in my mind, the best parts of skiing, you just go and you rent some boots, you wear them around for a couple hours, and then you take them off, because that is the best part of every ski trip.
Oh, really? Because your feet are so sore.
Yeah.
You know, your butt's sore. Everything else is sore from falling down all the time.
Well, it's really just specifically taking the boots off.
Oh.
After your feet have been constricted in those,
Yeah.
Iron Maiden-esque foot prisons.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Like pauldrons. Foot
Yeah.
pauldrons, that you put in there that you could chop down trees with. They're so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you recommend a particular spot to go marching around in those boots?
I would say around your, just the bed in your hotel room. That
Uh-huh.
way you can watch HBO while you're doing it.
Good idea.
Yeah.
I would say even put your feet up on the bed and kick the drywall in the hotel room because they're so hard you can kick holes in the drywall. You won't even feel it.
Yeah.
And then you can do like a rock star kind of a visit here to Colorado, demolish a hotel room, and all you did was kick things with your ski boots.
Who doesn't love wanton destruction?
Absolutely. And that's where I'm thinking, you got two things. Either do what Jimbo does, and that's just, don't go skiing at all and maybe just destroy some stuff with those boots. Or if you really want to make it cool because you can play a practical joke on them, you take them right to the top of the hill after you've been drinking all day. Make sure to pick them up right from the airport. Take them right to the top of Vail, for example, or the top of Winter Park, any of those mountains that are about 12,000 plus feet, and they'll get altitude sickness. They'll get dizzy and they'll start vomiting and, they'll get headaches and then they'll have no idea why all this is happening, and you can just sit there and laugh at them.
That's cruel.
Yeah, that's
Jeez.
But you know what? It's a memorable ski trip. If that's
True.
your first one.
That's
You
true.
will never forget what happened on your first ski trip.
yeah, that's the criteria. Yeah.
There
And quote,
probably
unquote-
won't be a second.
And she said, for make the trip a blast. She didn't say for her friends. It could just be for her.
True.
So there you go, Emily.
true.
You might want to take that into consideration. All right. Well, our next winner is Anthony from Vancouver, Canada, and he writes, Dear Win, us Canadians are really enjoying all the excitement, controversy, and spectacle that has become in this year's United States presidential election cycle. Can you give us Canadians some advice on how to bring some new excitement to our boring political landscape?
I would say encourage Rob Ford.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Have him run for prime minister.
Yeah. I mean, he's like your Donald Trump, just better.
Far better.
Because he's actually a legitimate crackhead.
And not only that, he was also a politician beforehand as a mayor of Toronto.
Yep.
Right,
He
so-
has the experience.
And he has the credentials. Because if you can smoke crack in Toronto, which I think is the biggest city in Canada,
Mhm.
and still be the mayor and flat out admit it, why not run for the prime ministership?
Yeah.
That would draw a lot of cool attention. Matter of fact, you get international attention too. If Rob Ford ran to be the leader of Canada,
Mhm.
that'd be pretty cool.
I would say you don't need to go outside the current pool of candidates, but maybe give them some kind of hallucinogen like mushrooms or LSD and have them debate under those influences and see, just because I feel like it would unlock their subconscious and all these other neurological patterns that are just simmering.
Ace, would it be like a Tourette's debate where they wouldn't be able to filter anything and they would just blurt everything out, or what?
I mean, it wouldn't be a shouting match, but I think it would be very philosophical and also whimsical. And
Can I throw a slight alteration?
please.
Why even bother with the debate? I say let's put these guys in a sweat lodge, feed them peyote, and then just film it and let's see what happens.
Oh man.
Just for entertainment, or does this?
No, to give us a psychological insight into who these people really are.
Oh,
Test
yeah.
their character, the mental toughness, you know.
kind
Will
of
they-
a profile.
Yeah, will they like strangle each other because of the torture?
And what
Or
are
will
their
they-
deepest, darkest thoughts?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
That's a good idea. You know what, Anthony, if you got the strings, you know, political strings to pull that off, I mean, we got the answers for you right here.
And Rob Ford probably already has peyote.
yeah, I'm sure that's nothing if you're a crack smoker.
Yeah.
You know, peyote's probably just like having a cracker and, you know, having your orange juice in the morning.
You can broadcast it and call it Peyote Hotel.
Is that what you eat for breakfast?
No, but I'm
Orange
assuming
juice
Rob-
and crackers?
orange juice and crackers. that's the breakfast of champions. Yeah, that's what I actually do. I take those, you know, those little oyster saltine crackers.
Yeah.
I put them in a bowl and I just pour orange juice over the top of them.
Sweet and salty.
Sweet and salty, and a lot of gluten. It's fantastic.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. Well, our next winner is Jeff from Boulder, Colorado, and he writes, "Dear Win, if you could have a statue made of yourselves, what would it look like, and what would you be doing?" That's a great question.
I would have a cape,
Uh-huh.
and I would be holding. I'd have one arm extended into the air, holding a puppy, and then I would have my other hand to the side and below, holding a ham sandwich, and the entire thing would be maybe not butter, like some kind of oil or fat that would maintain that would hold its structure like in room temperature.
So that would be the statue made out of some kind of oil and fat, like a hydrogenated oil that's solid.
Yeah, like lard or something.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
why the,
Or
why
Crisco
the
or something.
Why the ham sandwich, and what kind of puppy would you have in your one hand?
Wait, is that part of the question? I have to have some kind of rationale?
Yeah, you gotta say that's right. What would it look like, you know, and what would you be doing? No, you don't actually. That's it. You answered it. You
Yeah, I mean, if I just get to have a statue, like, sure, it can be as weird as I want it.
I like that.
Mine, I guess, would probably be me on my knees with my shirt torn apart, and I would be flagellating myself with a cat of nine tails.
Okay. All right. Some like Opus Dei. Is that Opus Dei kind of stuff?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
That's awesome.
Repentance
Oh, yeah.
would be my theme.
Where would you want the cat of nine tails to be positioned? Like, what?
Right
phase of
before
the
it
stroke?
strikes me. On the way back, right before the little knots at the end of the tails are about to contact my skin.
That's awesome.
That's a very dynamic picture.
I like that picture.
That's what I'm going for. I want my repentance to inspire others.
Okay. I like that. You know what? I would be twisted up in like a knot, but look like a drill bit and be faced right towards the center of the earth. So I'd find like, you know, go to the equator, find the right access point, and then I'd have that drill bit. And that's what I would look like. And I'd be like, spun around like that, face towards the center of the earth.
Can I just let you know, Alex?
Yeah.
Any single point on the earth can point at the center of the earth. So you don't necessarily have to go to the equator.
Really?
Just letting you know.
Oh, God, I never knew that.
So would this look like the Tasmanian devil?
Yes.
Like when he's spinning
Ooh.
around, like your head on top of this like swirling.
Yes. It'd be a
drill
mix
bit?
between the Tasmanian devil and Gumby. That's what I would look like.
Oh.
And I would be literally pointed right towards the earth. And again, this would mean symbolically
Yeah,
that I want to get to the heart of the matter. That's it.
and disrupt the core of the earth.
Yes, I want to find out what life is all about, and then once I find that out, you know, disrupt it the best way I can.
It's poetic.
Yeah, clearly.
There you go. Those are our statues.
That's
Well,
right.
you've got better rationale than I do. That's all I'm saying.
I actually like the, you know, solid hydrogenated oil statue with a ham sandwich and a puppy in one hand. I think that's awesome.
It's America in a nutshell, you guys.
Like the sandwich is feeding the puppy, you know, but the puppy could just eat you.
And I control the means.
That's right.
So I'm in between. I'm the fulcrum.
That's awesome.
That controls whether or not the puppy gets the sandwich.
That's right. Never bite the hand that feeds you kind of a thing, right?
Exactly.
That's excellent.
It's a statement about the government.
Well, Jimbo, that's pretty good too. I like the penance. I mean, I like the fact that you're willing to beat yourself senseless for penance.
I'm just trying to, get to the essence of me.
Well, okay. Well, let's get to the essence of the rest of the week, and that's a little bit more of inspiration for the rest of the week and you people, and that is Horoscope Corner.
Love, fortune, status. Let us do your astrological chart. Horoscope Corner on World Improv Network.
Hey there, Aquarius. It's the age of Aquarius. What is the age of Aquarius? Stay tuned to find out. And you could also find out by easily going to the World Improv Network on Facebook. Check us out, like our page there. Check us out on YouTube. We have a channel, the World Improv Network. Subscribe, like some videos. You can also check us out on Twitter at World Improv Net. You can send us suggestions. We can use those on the show. We love your suggestions. And we have a podcast. You can get that on iTunes, the World Improv Network. Leave a review, subscribe, download. And you can always find us here on Mile High Sports Radio 1340 at 8 p.m. And what is the age of Aquarius? It's 23.
Thanks for listening to Win on Mile High Sports Radio. Don't forget to be a winner and interact with the cast by sending your suggestions or questions for each show segment throughout the week by hitting them up on Facebook at World Improv Network, on Twitter at World Improv Net, or by calling into the Mile High Sports Radio studio line on Sundays before or during the show. See you next week.